Hello and good afternoon. Here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Lagos State Governor swears in 13 new judges. Federal government to extend student loan fund to state universities. On a foreign scene, Chinese president calls for peace conference to resolve Israel-Palestine conflict. And in sports, South Africa's coach unveils squad for 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Nigeria, Zimbabwe. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has sworn in 13 newly appointed judges of the High Court. At the colourful ceremony at Lagos House, Alausa, Governor Sanwo-Olu urged the judges to reflect the highest standards of impartiality, compassion, ethical standards and excellence that Lagos is known for. The Chief Judge of Lagos, Kazeem Alugba, commended Governor Sanwo-Olu for understanding the independence of the judiciary and urged families not to put undue pressure on the judges to enable them discharge their duties without fear or favor. Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Lagos, Lawal Pedro, noted that the Sanwo-Olu administration recognizes the people's desire for a justice system that works. In a vote of assurance on behalf of the judges, Justice Finisola Aziz appreciated the National Judicial Council for recommending them to the Lagos State government as judges and assured that they would abide by the Constitution, enact laws, and their oaths of office. Our correspondent Adiola Akindele reports that the 13 judges were chosen out of 300 applicants, which brings to 37 the number of judges appointed under the Sanwo-Olu administration within 5 years. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has expressed his determination to identify with and provide continuous support for initiatives that drive economic growth and provide employment opportunities for the people. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment for Lashade Ambrose Medebem, expressed this commitment at the unveiling of Jumia Integrated Warehouse located along the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway. The governor described the cutting-edge facility as a highlight of the crucial role the state plays in the economic landscape of Nigeria and Africa at large. He affirmed that Lagos is not just a hub of commerce, but the heartbeat of Nigeria's economy and a beacon of opportunity and growth. A River State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has declared the seats of the 25 lawmakers who defected from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to the All Progressives Congress, APC, vacant, pending the determination of a suit before it. The court ordered Martin Amayewule to stop parading himself as the speaker and barred the 24 lawmakers who are anti-Governor Siminalayi Fubara from posing as lawmakers in the state. Justice Charles Wali gave the order in suit number PHC/1512/CS/2024. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has revealed plans to extend the student loan fund to students of state universities in the next 3 weeks. Managing Director of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Akintunde Sawyer, who stated this during a press briefing in Abuja, said the student loan fund has received over 60,000 visitors and 30,000 students since its launch. Sawyer noted that over 90% of federal institutions have submitted the list of students, noting that only 2 federal universities and 2 federal polytechnics are yet to do so. It will be recalled that President Tinubu signed the Access to Higher Education Act 2023 into law to enable indigent students to access interest-free loans for their educational pursuits in any Nigerian tertiary institution. The Supreme Court has issued a 7-day notice to the 36 state governors to file their defense in a suit brought against them by the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi. A 7-man panel of the Apex Court, led by Justice Garba Lawal, issued the order while ruling in the application for abridgment of time argued by Fagbemi. Lawal held that the decision of the court was predicated on the national urgency of the suit and non-objection from the Attorneys General of the State of the Federation. The court also ordered all state attorneys general that were absent to be present in court on the adjourned date. Now to foreign news. Chinese President Xi Jinping has called for a peace conference aimed at resolving the Israel-Palestine conflict and ending tremendous suffering in Gaza. While addressing Arab leaders at the China-Arab State Cooperation Forum in Beijing, Xi said Israel's war on Gaza should not continue indefinitely and justice should not be absent forever. Xi said China will continue to help with alleviating the humanitarian crisis and post-war rebuilding in Gaza, pledging to provide another 500 million yuan in emergency humanitarian assistance. His remarks come as Israel deepens its offensive on Gaza, seizing the strategic Philadelphia corridor on the border between the enclave and Egypt, while engaging in a renewed push into the northern Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, Israel's national security advisor indicated on Wednesday that the war is likely to continue for another 7 months. And now, sports. The Bafana head coach Hugo Bros has named a 23-man squad for his side's opening 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Bros initially named a 36-man preliminary squad for the 2 games. Siyabonga Ngezana, Relebohile Mofogeng, and returnee Lyle Foster are the standout new faces. The Belgian dropped notable faces like Evidence Makgopa, Milhali Mayambela, and Tapelo Zoki, and Thabiso Munyane. South Africa will face the Super Eagles at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo, Akwa Ibom, and later host the Warriors at Free State Stadium in Bloemfontein, South Africa. And just before we go, always drive within the specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 250 residents in an entrepreneurship mentorship program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has sworn in 13 newly appointed judges of the High Court. The federal government has reviewed plans to extend the student loan fund to students of state universities in the next 3 weeks. We also told you that Chinese President Xi Jinping has called for a peace conference aimed at resolving the Israel-Palestine conflict and ending tremendous suffering in Gaza. And in sports, the Bafana head coach Hugo Bros has named a 23-man squad for his side's upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Nigeria and Zimbabwe. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.